up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know that we build a lot of trucks up here that are pretty big with lift kits and stuff like that on them, big wheels and tires, and not stuff that's always so easy to daily drive. So today I wanted to show you, I have a 2024 GMC Denali Ultimate in here, HD, and we're just going to do a leveling kit, and we're going to do some tires, some Nittos, some 35s, and I just wanted to show you the ins and outs of it and what I recommend as far as a leveling kit goes. There's a lot of things available on the internet that you can buy for these trucks. There's control arm kits, there's all these extra pieces that you could possibly buy for it, but personally I feel like simplicity is the biggest deal, and I'll show you my favorite leveling kit for the 2024 GMC 2500 HD. This SuspensionMAXX is the kit. I'll get into it later and I'll show you what the kit looks like, and I'll explain the differences of what I think and why I think it's better than just a standard torsion key leveling kit. Also, I'll show you how the tires fit on the truck with the leveling kit installed, and how you don't need all that extra stuff to make it sit on 35s and drive good every single day, work and back, whatever you want to do. So I appreciate you watching. So this is the truck. It's a 2024, like I said, GMC Denali 2500. It's the Ultimate package. Has the really nice interior in it. This truck is brand new. It has 300 miles on it. So it's a regular customer of mine. He said he wants to be able to drive it every day and get in and out of like parking areas and drive-throughs, wherever it may be, but he still wants that aggressive look on the tire. The truck comes with a 275/65/20. This is a Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner AT. It measures out to a little over 34 inches tall, and it does have a nice look to it, but you can tell that the truck is stock, and you can tell there's nothing done to it. And he wants a little bit more to see, more definition. The truck's almost level from the factory. They're doing better with this body style than they did the one before, about it being close to level, but it's still a little bit out, and we need a little bit of extra clearance in the front to get these 35s on here. The tire that we're going to use is a 295/65/20. It's 35 inches tall, but it's not so wide, and keeping it from being wide like that keeps the tire from rubbing on the control arm. So the interior of this truck is what really sells it, I believe. There's some dirt on there already. The interior is beautiful. It's brown leather, has the nice stitching right through here, and then it also has the Ultimate badges on it. Yeah, this is the badge on the console. This has the VIN number of the truck. Of course, you have that huge screen in here. That's what really people go for, is the huge screen. Sunroof is nice suede headliner. They didn't miss anything. The back seat looks nice too. It's really an awesome truck. I'd love to have something like this. Now I'll be unboxing the SuspensionMAXX torsion keys. This is the brand that I always recommend if you're doing like a leveling kit, something simple on the truck. And there's nothing against any of the other companies like Rough Country or ProComp or any of those people that make torsion keys. Cognito, everybody, they make good stuff. They make good quality product. But I'll take you through the reason why I think that this one's better. All right, so let me take you through the reasons why I think SuspensionMAXX is the best torsion key for your GM 2500 truck. This is what I always recommend here at Southern Tire, and we don't have any issues with it. Not to downplay any other brand, right? Rough Country, Cognito, whoever, like I said, they all make a good torsion key. But here's the reasons why I think this one's better. It's kind of tough to explain if you're new to this, but here we go. So, SuspensionMAXX has adjustable torsion keys. Now, yes, every torsion key is adjustable from any brand, but it's adjustable with the it's adjustable with the bolt on the torsion key, right? Small adjuster bolt, you go up, truck goes up, you go down, the truck goes down. Now, when you go up, it does make the ride stiffer on most trucks. There's nothing really you can do about that. You can find the sweet spot in the torsion key most times that's not so rough riding and go with that. But it also affects your alignment, your camber, your caster, and your angles of your CV axles and your control arm. So SuspensionMAXX is a torsion key like any. Kind of looks cool. It's red. It has this adjusting gear inside that most torsion keys don't have. Most torsion keys are just this hex right here, and it's fixed. So when you put this in the truck, the bolt that I was talking about earlier, you go straight up on this side or straight down, and it moves this hex. That bar that connects to this is the torsion bar. It's plugged into the back of the lower control arm, and that control arm moves and mimics what the torsion key does. So if you go up with the bolt, torsion key moves, control arm moves. That's your lift height in the front. What's cool about this is if you use a regular torsion key that has the hex right here, when you go up, you're just up. So when you have the torsion bar cranked at this angle, it does ride rough, it rides stiff. So what's cool about SuspensionMAXX is they have, if you look on here, you can see numbers and letters. This is coded for every specific ride height that you want your truck to be at. So you can pull this hex out and twist it and put it back in somewhere, and you can maybe lower the torsion key down and still have the control arm think it's up. It really makes the ride better. Another thing is most torsion keys have a little bit of a gap in between where the torsion bar goes into here and this hex, and that also creates a ride issue when you go over train tracks, potholes, things like that. You really feel the slop in the suspension. This tightens that all up. Now in the box with these, they also put in differential drop spacers, the bolts to adjust it with, and every bit of hardware you need. And it also comes with instructions. In these instructions, you can see a cool little sticker. They actually give you a guide in here that tells you where you can pinpoint each ride height at the lowest setting on the torsion key. So that's what I always tell my my customers that come in to get these, because they want the smoothest ride possible. I mean, everybody does. Everything that you need to put these in is in here. I really wouldn't recommend doing it without the proper tools or shop, you know. That's why we're here. It is a dangerous install on these if you don't have the right stuff to do it with. So this is what we're gonna go with. Also, they're made in USA. That's really cool. You don't see that much these days. But we're gonna put these in this truck, and I'll show you what it looks like when they're on the truck.
Slide your torsion bar barely forward. Whoa, a little more. I got it all in. Alright, set it down.
So I wanted to show you the tires, right? 295, 65, 20. This is a metric Nitto Ridge Grappler. This tire is actually 35 inches tall, but they make a 35-inch Nitto Trail Grappler. I'm sorry, Nitto Ridge Grappler. They make a 35 1150, which is the width of 11.5, or they make a 35 by 1250, which is 12.5 inches wide. So why would I do a 295, 65, 20? Well, it's simple. It's a higher load index than the 35 1150. It actually says 35 1150 on the side. The reason I didn't go with the 12.5 wide is because on the factory GM wheel, It's not wide enough for the 1250 really, but that's not really the reason. The reason is it rubs when you turn all the way because the offset of the factory wheel is so positive, which means it sticks in closer to the truck. So I use this tire a lot of situations because it doesn't rub on those new trucks with those torsion keys put on like we showed earlier in the video. For comparison, I brought a 35 1250 20 Nitto Ridge Grappler out. So essentially these are the same thing. This is a high flotation size is what they call it. It's just standard measurements. This is a metric measurement, 295/65. One thing you'll notice about this 129Q versus the 125Q. Now, the 125 is your load index, Q is your speed rating. Now, I'm not in front of the computer and I can't see the numbers exactly right now, but this represents somewhere around maybe 2,700 pounds of capacity per tire, where you find the metric tires are typically a little higher, 129. I know that's a little over 3,000 pounds. This tire will air up to 80 PSI using a 10-ply tire, where the F is 12-ply. It takes 12 plies of this tire to make it air up to 80 PSI safely. So the main difference here is the width. If you roll these two side by side, you can see one is a little bit wider. Now, it's not really that much difference, so you're not sacrificing a whole lot by going with it. And as you can see on the height, we're very, very, very close in height. 35 inches either way. So future recommendation to anybody looking to put 35s on their stock wheels and tires, or stock wheel on their truck without lifting the truck huge, this may be an answer for you.
What do you want from me?
By the way,
there you have it. The truck is ready to go. Does not rub left or right, forward or reverse. Everything clears. This is the 2.5-inch SuspensionMAXX leveling kit with the 295/65/20 Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Clearing all the way on the control arm, full lock. Just like the perfect daily setup. If you bought one of these new trucks and you don't want to change it too much, but you want a nice set of 35-inch mud tires or all-terrain tires, it's definitely the setup to recommend.